There is a lot of misconception and misunderstanding about what it means to be a twin flame in this day, time, and era. And so if you are having a feeling or belief system that having a twin flame connection is hard to find and that you basically can only have that with your twin flame, or you think that you're meant to be with your twin flame and you're having trouble letting go and the separation is continuing to cause you immense pain, then this video is for you so that it can help give you a bigger, broader, expanded version of where twin flames has been, where we're headed in the future of collective oneness, and how we find unity within now to navigate this journey. So stay tuned. Hello, fellow flames. In case we haven't met, my name is Dr. Harmony, and I will help you live fearless, live loved, and live free. If you're new to my channel, welcome. And if you're returning, welcome back. And if you're not already subscribed, make sure you get subscribed and hit that notification bell so that you know when all of my videos come live. And please, in order to help support this channel, make sure to hit like and or comment anything that resonates with you, because that's going to help support my channel and also this message to get out there further, faster for people that are in a place of confusion, because that's one of the things I want to bring light to today is the confusion of the twin flame journey. Within the whole twin flame community, everyone is holding a place in the collective alignment of the bandwidth of the twin flame concept and their belief system. So we have a historical past that we have formulated information from about this twin flame journey. And in that information, just like every program or every belief system in the history of time is being demolished and recreated, the concept and the idea of what a twin flame is, what it means to be a twin flame, and am I going to align with my twin and are we going to reunite in this particular era and time is very confusing and very conflicting from both within and then all the information that's out there. So I've been really feeling guided to kind of go into a series of videos in order to help people gain more clarity on the twin flame concept from a past different perspective to where it is now, and then in the future of what twin flames mean as this whole portal kind of comes together here into a new way. So no different than anything else on this journey, twin flames are also demolishing and redefining the old pattern of old relationships. So anything about the twin flame journey is also being redefined. And so the concept and the idea that twin flames were to be reunited, to be together, that can be true. And that is true based on the history of twin flames. But collectively, what twin flames have done is come together in a collective group assignment during this time and space and reality to shift humanity from where it's been to where it's going in all relationships, not just with ourselves, but in family, the twin flame itself, relationship with abundance and money and blessings, and that list could go on because it even extends out into the collective as far as educational systems, democracy, and the governmental systems and financial systems. Like all of those things are being demolished and then recreated. So the concept and the idea of twin flames coming in at this particular time and space is coming in with a past idea that you're to be with your twin flame. But technically that is coming in at this time and space in order to redefine what relationships are for everything and everyone. And the only way you can redefine a relationship with anyone, your twin flame or whoever your beloved is to redefine the relationship you have with yourself first. because it's how you show up for you. It's how you love yourself that is dependent upon the connection you can have with anyone, not just a twin flame. So it's going to be super important, I feel like, for you to come into this new idea that everything that you've learned about a twin flame is starting at ground zero, just like every other different system or belief system out there. Even within the twin flame community has two perspectives. And that perspective is that, like, my twin is the one. I'm holding space for that. There's nothing could be better than that. And I'm, going to, like, believe in that. And then there's other ones on the other side of that. It's like saying that's giving away power. That is basically coming into a place that I am limiting myself and not allowing myself to achieve the highest version of myself by staying stuck in the limitation of a twin flame and giving one person in this world that much power over me. And so what I want to do here is try to build a bridge for you and an understanding at how all of that exists and why all of that exists. So here is the first thing that you should really take into consideration when you're choosing to align with whatever your belief system is going to be about this journey. And the first key in that is realizing that there is no right or wrong way about this journey. And that also means that this is not a cookie cutter, one size fits all journey. And part of the reason is we're transcending everything. We're transcending all limitations. And it comes down to a personal vibration, a personal frequency, a personal choice, and a personal decision as to where you choose to align in the frequency of your highest version of yourself in this journey. And that means that we are technically moving beyond the idea that two people are meant to necessarily be together into this collective oneness of all that is. And so both sides of that, when you have a paradigm of a shift in consciousness, you're going to have the old paradigm, you're going to have what's present in like this harmonic paradigm that both sides kind of exist, and then you have the future paradigm. So we have this belief system that twin flames exist, they're meant to be together, and that they are technically, it's hard to come into alignment with your twin because you teach each other all these lessons, and it's all about the karma, and it's all about the purging, and that if you're lucky, you both might, purify yourselves, unify within, and harmonize together through the different stages that you go through in those connections to yourself, and then alignment with your twin flame. So that technically is real. That's what we have known in the past. As we transcend these limitations, we're moving from unified within to beyond this concept of just twin flames into a collective oneness that of all that is. And in a collective oneness of all that is, that says there is only one technical frequency, one universal heart, one connection to the source energy, and collectively we create the one. When you transcend from like your old belief system and you go through this twin flame sort of like shift in it, and you come out of that into this collective oneness, it is really clearly able to see that basically I am my twin flame and everybody's a reflection of me. And that if I put my energy and focus on technically one person, especially one person that's not showing up for me, not supporting me, not giving me the love that I deserve and desire, when you reach that level of love for yourself and respect for yourself and values for yourself, it's real easy to come into a place of self-sovereignty to then realize that you're only going to manifest and attract that which you are, and that you're not going to allow anything less than that to come in and basically limit you. And so that is also true. And that is also real. And that is also part of the shift. And this is where I've said before, as we transcend where we have been to where we're going, to collective oneness, so say the history of twin flames, into a collective oneness that all it is. This is where people are questioning their sexuality. They're questioning the concept and the idea of being with one person or any one period, that they are their own person and maybe they don't want to be with someone, or if they are, that they're choosing more to be into a polyamorous relationship because that doesn't put you in this constriction of being limited to what love really is in the definition of a universal heart love, that everyone becomes one. And we are creating a universal love here. And that universal love is beyond the twin flame concept. And so what you have to realize in all of this, there's a bandwidth of this energy. There's a bandwidth of the history to the bandwidth of the future. And technically, this whole twin flame concept's coming together to create this shift in humanity, which is why more twin flames are waking up ever in the history of time to collectively assign to create this unity within. And that unity within creates the unity without, creating the universal heart and the oneness of all that is. And then we are transcending everything in between to come into the oneness of all that is. And that technically, then in the process of doing that, that means everything on this bandwidth in between has to be a part of all of it to create that. And because we're bringing together the past, the present, and the future, collapsing into oneness, and we're bringing the old definitions and the future definitions into like oneness, and we're becoming something that is new, and it's really, there is the thing you've got to realize, we're creating a new history here, which means we're redefining everything. And this is where I keep saying, if you're stuck in the old belief system of twin flames, you might be holding yourself back from your highest good and your highest frequency in this bandwidth of all that exists. So here are a few facts and some questions that I get asked all the time that I want to share with you, and I want you to ponder on, and I want you to think about, and I want you to let me know in the description below where you fit into this. I hear over and over, twin flame love is hard to find. So therefore, like, this is a connection I have with this one person, and that I'm basically giving my power away to say I can only have that with one person. And I know from personal experience that's not true. In fact, my own experiences of the twin flame journey has gotten higher and higher with every reflection of me and every ascension teacher I have experienced along the way, attracting more of a higher version of me, reflecting more of who I am, and finding in the process more love for myself. Now, does that negate the twin flame or the twin flame experience that I've had? Not at all. I believe every aspect of that. But I also know that I am changing, and that this is changing, and the way that this is to be taught is changing. And so basically remembering at the end of the day, we're a frequency, and it's our frequency that attracts. And it's our free will to determine our frequency. And if you're stuck in a limitation of one person and putting yourself through cycles of pain and repetition of sabotage and the codependency and allowing one person to continue to trigger your traumas and being disrespected, that is keeping you limited into that lower frequency and vibration that's keeping you held back from reaching your highest version of you and reaching your ability to not be limited by the idea that one person is the only person that can be this for you. And I see this with clients. They're going through this as they let go of these limitations. They're also expanding, evolving, and attracting higher versions of themselves that is becoming more of the true essence of the twin flame concept, because that twin flame concept you're attracting is inside. It starts with you. So personally, what that means is like every different connection I have had with people has been a twin flame connection because they are a mirrored reflection of me. And my vibration is sending out these signals of this high version of myself that is gradually over time learning to do it and from a place of love and respect for myself. And so I've even had people say to me that's connected with me how rare our connection is. And all I can say is, this isn't rare to me. This is how I live. This is how I show up. This is what people show up for me in a place of who I am. And I am limitless and I am of high vibration. And so I've received these experiences over and over again that each one is better than the next, technically. And that's partly because I don't limit myself to the concept and the idea that only one person can do that. Now, that's a personal free will that only individual people can choose. But I invite you not to limit yourself and to realize that this connection of the twin flame is inside, and you can experience that twin flame love from within. And then everybody that shows up on your path, you are able to experience twin flame love with, and to not limit yourself to that. And I don't even mean, here's another thing in that, I don't even mean that in a romantic, intimate way. And that's another thing about redefining relationships in this process. We have formulated this concept and the idea that if we feel that much love for someone, that means we're supposed to be together, and that means that it's supposed to be intimate. But you got to realize, in the collective oneness of all it is, it's such a high love and such a deep love that doesn't have to include intimacy or a relationship status with that person. That means that we're learning how to love ourselves. We will be love, we will experience love, and we will experience that love with everyone around us. And that's why you got to get out of this mindset, twin flame or not, with one person or not. This is not all about a romantic relationship. This is how we're redefining what love is, period, across the board, of universal heart oneness that says we can all exist in harmony and be love, experience love, and all of our interactions with everyone can be handled from a high place of divine love. So if you're experiencing that twin flame separation pain right now, the important thing is that you need to realize that that pain is associated with inside of you, where you've separated from different emotions, thoughts, feelings, and actions that you need to take to come into the value and the respect for yourself. And if you're still in that place of experiencing pain and seeing the separation of the twin flame as being outside of you versus realizing that separation inside, I invite you to get plugged into my twin flame detachment playlist. And I'll put a link up here and below so that you can get plugged in and learn more about how to let go of some of these things and realize that it's your personal responsibility of showing up in this journey, taking responsibility for your own vibration and not giving that power away to anyone, and realizing that only you can change yourself. You can't necessarily change what's going on around you. And by doing that, you're going to find love for yourself. You're going to be showing up for yourself. And you're going to start to transcend these lower frequencies and moving into more of that collective oneness within yourself so that you can experience more love with everyone. So what does it mean to be in this twin flame journey and today at this current present moment in time, in the shift in history between these bandwidths as we bring neutrality to both sides of this? What it really means is that you need to show up, stand up, speak up, and be willing to look at yourself in the mirrored reflection of anyone and everyone, and to realize that it's about you creating the unity within yourself. That's the true essence of this journey. And that by connecting to all of you and bringing your own masculine and your own feminine energies into harmonic balance is what it's going to take for you to be able to become whole and complete and loving of yourself so that you can experience that whole and complete loving experience with the highest version of you. And if you can take this accountability and responsibility for your own vibration in this and your own experience in this, and stop blaming your twin and stop pointing the finger at what they're doing to you versus really this is happening for you, because they are showing up as a mirrored reflection of you, so that you can see within yourself what needs healed, so that you can transform that pain into something greater to experience a higher version of yourself and a higher form of love. And then finding the love for them along the journey, and to realize and not limit this to one person being able to help you ascend, because we look at a lot of times in the past of how we've had karmic partners to release the karma, and realize as we move forward into this new vibration, into the higher version of love, that now it's about like also attracting high frequency people that are the high version of ourselves, that they're helping us continue to expand. And we don't have to like create and set ourselves up for limitation through this process. And so at the end of the day, this is about you coming into unity with you, accepting that your twin flame journey is inside of you, not outside of you, and that you're creating the reunion within yourself of all aspects, all different archetypes that you've lost in your soul fragments along the way. And that this has been soul trauma that has split you apart to begin with. And you're just trying to come into the unified version of yourself and heal those traumas and heal those wounds, so that you can then basically experience wholeness from both sides of you, finding that neutrality within inside of yourself, and then finding the gift and the pain and the experience of this twin flame journey, and for the twin flame to see that they have really helped you find yourself. And on one end, that might mean losing them to find you. But out of that, you have gained the gift and the true essence of this entire journey, especially in today's bandwidth of past versus future, creating the oneness within now, not waiting. Okay? Stay tuned for much more. And if you are somebody that's still pointing the finger and not willing to see yourself in that reflection of your twin, make sure to get connected to my twin flame mirrored reflection exercise that I'll leave a link below, that you can walk through a series of questions to be able to see why your twin has showed up, what they're teaching you. And I would also recommend that you not limit that to just your twin concept, because everyone becomes your mirror in that frequency. And so that you can then begin to see yourself in the mirrored reflection of everyone around you, take personal responsibility, and to realize that you're in charge of your own vibration. And this is going to create self-sovereignty for you in order for you to become your brightest, boldest, highest version, so that you are the twin. And you're not limiting yourself from having something that really exists inside of you. And then everything about your journey going forward becomes a twin flame experience with everyone. All right? Much love to you. I'll see you in the next video. May you always face your fears, find freedom, and glow forward on fire. Namaste.